I'm here to talk to the writers of the worship album, The Way We Wore, and hear the stories behind the songs. Charity, would you tell us and share with us the sweet story behind Look What You've Done?
I call this my parenting fail song. I love writing, and I love how the Lord can use literally anything to bring about a moment in our lives that not only kind of will help us or carry us through something, or you can share with others and help them too. And so we went through all this construction, and I finally got a kitchen, and I got to a point where finally my house wasn't completely chaotic. And so we're starting to get some order back in our lives, and I spent one day cleaning up really good, all over the whole house. And I have a 3-year-old, and so anyone with 3-year-olds know the state of this home is not going to be clean for very long, but I wanted to hold on to it for just a few minutes. And so I left the kitchen, and I left her with lunch. And we have a really big island in the kitchen with the wood sides. And when I came back, there was yogurt everywhere. She had stuck both of her hands in it. It was like painting, it was on the floor. It was literally everywhere. And I would love to say that I did what Jesus would do in that time, but I did not. And I came around the corner, and when I saw it, I just, it's like literally seeing all of your work like go up in smoke, in front of your eyes. And I just lost it. I literally totally overreacted. And I was like, look what you did! Like I just, And she like turned and looked at me with this like just horrible look, of like, what are you going to do? Like just terrified. And I stood there, and I just like couldn't get over how mad I was. I was just mad. And anyway, later on that night, I'd put her to bed, and I was laying in the bed, and I'm sure as most parents do, and you're like going back through your day. And I was like, I probably just started counseling for about 15 years, over yogurt. And started just feeling kind of bad, just at my overreaction of like, it was a clean kitchen, it's going to have to be cleaned again and again and again. But for some reason, it just seemed like this huge deal. And I laid there, and all I could hear was my voice. I was like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Look what you done. I was like, and I could just hear myself saying that over and over and over. And literally right there in the middle of all that, laying in the bed, I heard the Lord say, I'm going to turn that phrase around on you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I was like, oh. And then all of a sudden I started thinking, why is this phrase, look what you've done, always a negative thing? Mm-hmm. Look what you've done. Look what you did, And then literally it was like a movie. Like when I was laying in my bed, I just started seeing all these moments in my life, of loss, and then of restoration, and all of this thing that's played through in my life. Mm-hmm. Even the fact that I have a daughter. Mm-hmm. And it was like the Lord started showing me, like, look what I've done. Yeah. Look what I've done. I'm going to turn this around on you right now. And so I just laid there in the bed and just cried, like, oh my goodness, like I have a daughter, like I yelled at my daughter, but just these beautiful places that the Lord has brought such beauty out of whatever it may be. And so it turned into that. And so I kind of, I built the verses around different things in my journal. Things that the Lord had said when I went through severe loss in 2007. He had said a word to me. I see what's going on, and I refuse to look at this anymore. It's enough of what's happening to you. Yeah. And so that's the first line. Love said it's enough. And so anyway, the song really is kind of my story, which is why it ends that way. But I feel like it's generic enough to be anybody's story of this place where we have to live in a place of gratefulness, because if we do, it keeps us from all the other things that try to come in, disappointments or just getting mad at things that we really shouldn't be mad about. when we stop and reflect. We have to remember and look back, and it gives us the grace to move ahead.
Yeah,
So.
so good.
Love said it's enough. Come find a place of trust. Lean on me and learn to live again. Mercy saw my heart and said it's time to start. A brand new life that waits beyond this prayer. Oh, look what you've done, oh, love, the battle you've won for me. Oh, look what you've done, oh, love, the battle you've won for me. Promise gave a dream and said you can believe this ground you stand on will be worth the fight. Courage saw my fear. He said the way out's right here. Follow me and you'll learn how to fly. Oh,